On this episode of What's in the Fridge, I have a rotisserie chicken, and I feel like a lot of us have that. So, the first thing I thought about what to make with it is enchiladas. I get mine from Whole Foods. They have like a Tuesday deal for Amazon Prime holders, and it's usually like really dry. So, I was like, I want to make it somehow softer, so enchiladas will be perfect with it. I used half a breast, so it has like my chicken has two breasts. I used half of it, and this is for two people, and I got exactly four enchiladas out of it. This is gonna be my baking dish. My whole hand fits in there, and it fits into my convertible oven, like the conventional oven, the little one that I can put on my countertop. This is the enchilada sauce I'm using. It's mild. I could make it from scratch, but I don't want to because I'm lazy and this is a time saving. And honestly, it's basically like a tomato sauce, so I could make Bloody Mary with it. I'm adding 1/3 of the can to my chicken, mix, and I did taste it and I felt like it was lacking a little bit of seasoning, and honestly it was not spicy at all. So for my seasoning, I'm adding about 3 cloves of minced garlic, which I have pre-made so that I can save myself some time. This is like a chili mix powder with more salt and garlic and cumin, because that's a Mexican flavor. Like if you eat chili, this is what you're tasting in chili. So cumin and mix. Taste test, make sure it's good, salty enough. This is the tortilla I'm using. I opted for flour tortilla. It's just easier to roll. See, just like that. I read that if your tortilla is hard to roll, then just warm it up a little bit. And Mexican style blend cheese, I always have that at home. So I'm just eyeballing how much chicken is gonna fit in one to make sure that I have enough for four enchiladas, kind of like a burrito. And cheese, I or you, we could get creative with this and put some jalapeno in there too, which I do have in the fridge. I should have done that next time because this is so easy to make, and I do buy rotisserie chicken often. So I checked how it would fit, and it would not fit like that, but if this was a square dish, it would fit. So I had to turn it again, and I did this 4 times because I have 4 burritos, 4 of them, and you want to place the closing side on the bottom. And now I can add the remaining of the sauce on top, and literally it's tomato juice. Yeah, like I'm just looking at it now and I'm just like thinking Bloody Mary. You know what, I would not be surprised if some restaurants do use this for Bloody Marys. Top it with cheese, lots of cheese, a generous amount of cheese. Nice, very good. It's about a cup over here, and I am putting this in the oven for 20 minutes at 350. I don't want it to burn, so when you're using an oven like this, always put the temperature lower. If you're using a regular oven, put it to 375. Just make sure your cheese does not burn on top. Now taking it out was a little challenge because there's so much cheese, and it's sticking all together. I also don't want to drop anything or make a mess, so slowly get that out. Beautiful. I was like, I don't know, I was starving and forgot to put the sauce on top before adding my sour cream, but next time adding some sauce before adding the sour cream so it can drown in that sauce because it is delicious. Just putting it on top with a little bit of cilantro on top as well, and more sauce. And honestly, the inside, the chicken came out so much softer than it was before. It was just like so dry. My rotisserie chicken was way too dry. So this was a really good idea how to make something with it, but also make it more moist and softer. Very good idea, very cheap and very quick and easy to make. It didn't take much time except like just the baking process. But it is done and it was delicious. You can definitely opt out of the pre-made sauce and try to make your own, but that was easy, and this is what I did with my leftover rotisserie chicken.